Welcome to Late Night Chat with JT and Nico, episode 87.
Let's get it done.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, Nico.
Yes, welcome back, Jay.
So,
I'm surprised you showed up in person today. I don't know if we should really be.
it's all right, dude. I'm practicing for Thanksgiving, bro. That's it. It's my virtual Thanksgiving. This is how it works.
That's right.
Yeah. Where's the turkey? Oh, there
I
he
see
is.
one right across from me.
Fuck you, asshole. I got you first, buddy. So,
all right. So, yeah. So,
get into these shenanigans.
welcome back, everybody. Episode 87.
What's up,
Oh,
Nas?
Nas, what's going
Oh my
on?
God,
Thank you
that's
for
it
pointing
is.
that out, man. Thank you for
I was
pointing that
wondering
out.
where you came from.
Yeah, we should open up the show by mentioning that we're actually at 93 subscriptions right now for
Going
the channel.
Yes.
We're on the road to 100. So if you're not subscribed to this video and you're watching this maybe for the first time, you found it on YouTube somewhere, or you're like a regular viewer, listener of the show, you know,
like us?
yeah, you like us, you know, a friend that may like us. You can steal someone's phone and hit subscribe on it on their YouTube.
That always works too, man. Straight up.
As I always say, yeah, however you need to get it done, you know, we're looking for to up our subscription. You know, we're not going to ask you to make fake accounts. You know, I'd rather get there legitimately in some sense. But yeah, get those subscriptions up. We're on the road to 100. Hit that like button, that thumbs up button on the video today if you like what you see. And yeah, tell a friend, spread the word. We really appreciate it. And yeah, and
great, man.
Yeah, speaking of great, we just did another one of our battles last Friday. And if you guys missed out on that live, the video is live and on the channel right now. It didn't get removed.
I know, it did. You know what's funny?
It did for a moment.
For
it did
a moment,
for a
yeah.
day. It was removed
Because I had the questions asked about it, right?
Yep.
I was like, oh, why does it say it doesn't play in our country? Well, I don't know. I don't know what country you're in, but here now it's playing. No, it does that. It does that until we can, you know, get the clearance from YouTube to put it.
Yeah,
out
until we can address some of the music that was played. Sometimes we got to mute one of the songs. I think only one song was affected that Chris ended up playing that day. I think so. If you go on there and watch the video, there's one song that's muted out.
Too bad it wasn't his. What was that first one there? That fucking game song.
Oh,
It's Gina G.
Oh, Gina G. Yes. Hey, don't besmirch Gina G. And Chris will be coming on here to defend her in a moment. So you better watch what you say, pal.
I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to make sure I got them in the right order.
So yeah, so let's you know, as we do here on the wrap up show, I guess on the following Monday after every battle that we do here on the channel, Jay and me go through the battle song by song, kind of make some comments, let people know, you know, where we were coming from with some of our picks. My buddy Chris came back on the channel. He was on the show once before. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 episodes ago. It was during the first few months of COVID, I think. What is this, 87? So probably episode 70 something he was on last. So he's been on as a guest before. And thank you once again to him for joining us. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time watching it. We got some good feedback. There was a good amount of people there that night too. I thought.
Yeah, I think it was a great time, man. I was having fun with the audience there. It was interesting to see them getting into it. I honestly, to be honest, there was some of those songs. I mean, there's so many different songs you guys could have went with, man. I don't know where some of those songs came from. Some of them I could understand, but I thought there would have been a lot more that maybe you guys missed out. I know there's a shitload of fucking.
Hey Leslie, what's going on?
There was a shitload of one hit wonders. I think in the 90s that you guys could have pick on. I mean,
well, even by the end, if you saw, we'll get into it now in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess let's just get into it. But
Might
I'm
as
just,
well.
I was about to say at the end of it,
Mm.
we even busted out a whole bunch of songs that we didn't end up playing. We were just screwing around by the end of it, as we
Yeah.
tend to do when we start drinking during these battles sometimes, right? You know, people were still hanging out. So we're just like, hey, what the hell, right? It was definitely, I think, the loosest, most unconventional battle so far of ours, right? I
It
mean,
has been. It
Chris
really was.
kind of started going off the fly there at certain moments. You know, they're
Oh, he's your perfect YouTube star there.
he did a great job. Yeah, absolutely.
He I don't know
So
what
if you,
happened there. What you've put in his drink, dude, or what, man?
so if you guys didn't catch it live, go back and watch it. It's up there. It's Battle of the Bands, one hit wonders of the 90s. It's in our on our channel. Was the last video that was up there. So take a look, check it out. I've rewatched certain parts of it. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. So
It's hilarious, to be honest.
so anyways, yeah, if you know, without further ado, if you want to get into the songs that were picked, as you mentioned, since it is one hit wonders of the 90s, there was non-genre specific. There was a wide variety of different types of music that was played that night. And then maybe not all tunes I stand by, but songs that were hits, definitely in the 90s. Like it's all things I saw on lists when I was searching for song ideas. Whether or not I was a fan of everything, I tried to keep the original set list of my songs to songs I enjoyed. But at the same time, it's like,
There's some controversy in a few of those songs. I think we'll end
so
up
go
hearing
ahead
about that. So I think, okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I didn't write his fucking throwaway song, but that should be easy to remember.
Mine?
Chris's.
No, I started it.
Was it you that
I
started?
started. I played Torn. That's my throwaway song.
Song. Yeah, okay.
I was laughed out of the chat room almost with that one. People were not happy about that.
They were torn on whether they should be fucking watching or not, man. That's what it was. I think
well, that's why I used it as my throwaway. I was like, I wasn't really feeling that song. I knew it was a one-hit wonder. It was a popular song. I've made fun of the video many a times. If you ever watch those video countdowns of songs of the 90s, it's always in there, right? But yeah, it's cheesy as fuck. It was cheesy as fuck. Yeah.
I almost fell asleep right in the beginning. Well,
I recognize that it was a big song, Leslie, but it's just like at the same time, I was like, I was pretty happy with my list. Yeah.
At that point. If you wanted to put, the last song of the night, everybody, you guys have your last dance and go to sleep. Yeah, maybe he can do that one. But
Leslie, you weren't around at that point in time. You came a little later into the battle. If you were there, maybe I would have played that for you. I know.
You never know.
You Alanis Morissette fans like that song. I know.
So then you hit first with, I think it was tag team, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
there it is.
On the right page.
Yeah.
I got to write three little pages.
Yeah.
I literally have.
So I had to turn it up.
Guys.
Yeah. I had to turn it up. I had to turn it up after I played Torn as my throwaway. So I busted out Whoop, There It Is, which I thought was a good opener.
Well, and Chris came back with Rhythm Is a Dancer. So that was not bad. I mean, he came back with something not so bad, and it was pretty. I'm pretty sure it was pretty close. I
won by one vote. I won one vote on that one. I remember it.
Yeah.
I thought he that was a good song.
Played it well.
I don't know if I would have played that against Whoop There It Is, honestly, but in terms of matching up the tone, because he kind of continued that tone moving on to the second song, as I was kind of trying to follow that tone as well that he set with the Rhythm Is Dancer, but that was a good song and it came close. So he lost by one vote on that one, I remember. So yeah, absolutely. I would have maybe even voted for that, honestly. So good one. Yeah, so I was up 1-0 out the gate.
Nico was up 1-0 out the gate.
Yeah.
And he was ready. He was like pumped already at this point now, right? Because he had the flow of the song going behind him. He was ready. And he came up with the second song, What Is Love?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, after his song, that's what I mean. I was trying to keep that going. Yeah. I think it would have been a better matchup against Rhythm Is a Dancer. So that's what I would wish he played that against it. But since he already busted it out, I was like, okay, we're going to go this way now. Let's keep that going. Right. I'm like, let's play What Is Love. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a banger, man. I mean,
of course,
for that time, for that.
It's been Lil Wayne remix. Yeah. There was that very popular. That was the most recent
Yeah.
There's been many club remixes. There's been fucking a
Oh,
million
fuck.
remixes.
You can't
It's
count 'em.
synonymous with obviously that movie Night at the Roxbury. Everyone knows it.
I think that's the biggest.
Of
That's
course.
what made it big.
I'm just
big.
saying, like in terms of even people that have
It is.
remixed in more recent years, they had the Lil Wayne Eminem remix of it. You had fucking 7,000 different remixes back in the day, leading up till today. You had the movie, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it has a lot of
Background.
yeah, absolutely. So
and
what
it
did he
keeps
play?
it going for years, right? It's something that's been.
This
just
is where
going
he
for
busted
years.
out the Gina G, if I'm correct,
this
right?
Is,
Yeah,
This is where he came up with his little Gina G, right? What was it? I think the song was Just a Little Bit.
he
I
got
think that's what it's
disrespected
called.
on this Gina G song.
I know,
so
like,
if there's any,
don't get me wrong, we know the song. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows the song.
there were some haters in the
there
chat on
was-
this one. People
there
didn't like
was
this response. Yeah,
quite a few people that weren't very.
I knew the song.
They were asking him how
Some
old he was.
listen. If there anybody wants to defend this Gina G song in the chat, please, let us know.
Yeah, be our guest. Yeah, but you'll see that nobody's gonna.
I knew the
defend it.
song. Well, I knew the song.
No,
Some
I
people
know.
were like, I didn't know the song. I knew the song.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure everybody knows the song, right?
yeah,
I might have not known who the artist was.
yeah.
if
But I
you
ended
said
up
it, but
I
if
ended
you
up taking
played it-
that round as well.
But
though.
Nico took that round
Yeah.
by a landslide. I stopped counting the votes because it basically it was like, you know what, poor Chris. I'm sorry, dude. Like I didn't
What
have
do you mean,
one
poor
mark.
Chris? Don't
I didn't
worry,
have one-
he comes back
I
here.
didn't even have one mark down.
Yeah.
So this is where it starts to get a little interesting. And so Nico comes up with you never, yeah, okay, old man. But yeah, so
How have
this-
you never heard that song? Well, maybe Rob's scene wasn't the club scene, so I'm not surprised that like maybe I'm
Did you
guessing.
not see that fucking stereo? I'm pretty sure he had that kind of music.
Rob,
in
are
his
you
car.
part of the club scene though? Like where a song like
Did you
that would
see
have
his
played
hair
a
in that
stereo,
picture?
having a stereo and being in the cars and stuff doesn't necessarily. I guess that here, if it was down here, absolutely, that's
No,
like
but
the
he's
Gino
going to win in
lifestyle.
competitions for sure. Oh yeah, dude. Sorry.
How have you never heard that song, then? I think he's lying. Right,
I think he's fucking with us. So yeah, so Nico comes back with his third song, and it's Steal My Sunshine by
Len.
Len.
Yeah.
By Len. So he
I like that tune.
Nico, you could see that Nico would like that tune. I mean, I could understand that you would like that tune.
People that are my age range or
Well,
younger
I've
would know
heard it
that
before.
tune. Yeah.
I've heard it, right? I mean, you're how much younger are you than me? We've always had this conversation.
6 years.
Holy fuck,
Yeah.
man. What's wrong with me? I look pretty good for my age. eh? Everybody fuck. So yeah, what was I gonna say? He came back with Snow Informer.
Yeah, he fucking blew me out of the water with that one. I didn't even know that
He
was on
blanked
his
you on that
list.
one too,
Yeah.
man. He
I was
fucking
not
got you
expecting
good.
it. As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh fuck you!" I was like, I was getting too soft there with my picks. Apparently,
Oh yeah.
no, okay. I don't even know if that song was part of the club scene. I was just saying that. I don't fucking know. Chris will have to let us know when he comes on. He's
He
gonna
had
have
no
to defend
choice.
Gina
If
G.
the wife was
Yeah, I got killed.
Eh?
I think Chris was he was the informer at that point. I was like, hey, where'd you get this fucking where'd you get this hot tip to play this fucking song, man? I was like, no, listen, as much as people like to make fun of him, and that's one of
those
that's a well-known song. Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You know, you're like, I told you, there's gonna be songs in there that you're gonna not want to vote for,
right.
Because they fucking drive you nuts, but you're gonna vote for them because
That's a banger.
it
I don't
is,
even care.
regardless,
Yeah, he
you know
blew
what I
me.
mean?
That's worthy of the banger, even though we changed it to Battle of the Bands last minute because some of the songs I was playing,
We should have like a little fucking chime. That was like,
exactly.
that's exactly how he says it. dude. But I think it's spelled that way too. So, but what the fuck? Oh, she's making Leslie's just too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay, so he took that round. He blanked you out on that one. So
Yeah.
that was like a return punch in the face.
Yes,
That was a nice counter attack.
It was.
It was
I swept.
beautifully played.
What is love? He swept Informer. Yeah.
Beautifully played.
Yeah.
So then this is where it gets a little bit weird. So Nikos played he's at Blue. I think that's the one you played, right?
Yeah.
Blue.
Daba D or whatever
you're in
it's
need of
called.
a
Blue
guy.
Daba D.
In
Yeah,
need of
by
a guy,
Eiffel
right?
65. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Nico's favorite song. So he played it against Chris's.
Again, that was like a big part of the like Much Music video era.
Yeah.
And for my age at that time, they were still doing the Much Music video dances. That was a big video. That was a big song for me. Again, at this age, Nas is my age. Maybe he can speak to that song in the chat there. That was, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, it was a popular song at that time. And
I think it was fading out more for your scene than our scene. Like when me and in the here.
I'll defend that one though. I like that tune.
But yeah, so
it's nonsense again, like some of these songs. But anyways,
yeah. So what's it called? Chris came back with "Sucks to Be You" by Prozac.
Right? I thought that was actually, again, same era, same time, same thing. Part of that Much Music like video scene. Good response.
Great response.
But this is where the controversy started. I mean, I was fine with it, but I know that I called him out at the same time where he's like, some people I think were in the chat were like, I allowed it.
You knew there was going to be controversy, right?
I allowed it. I didn't have a problem with it, but I think other people would argue they had maybe about 2 or 3 hits, right? They had Strange Disease. They had another one too. I think I can't remember the name of that one, but they were mostly known for that song that he played. So I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I was more okay with it than the people in the chat. There were some people hating in the chat for some of these picks, even on mine. This isn't a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, it made it interesting to fucking count.
You'll get into mine that fucking fell flat here in a moment too. I think it's the next one.
Don't you worry about it.
I ended up sneaking out the win on this one. Though.
Yeah, not sneaking out. Yeah, I mean, I think it was only 2 votes for him. That one I had to count because when you get 2 votes, you got to at least count. Mark them down 2 votes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. But yeah, so here's where the fun begins. This is where Nico starts putting everybody to sleep, man. Hey.
Absolutely. I agree. It was.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? So Nico comes with his Macy Gray.
Yeah, this fell flat.
Yeah. So
I like this song. I think that's, again, personal preference. I didn't know if that was gonna people were gonna react to that song, but I thought it was a really good song when it came out. And this is where people were pissed at me saying Macy Gray wasn't a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
But this is the only song I really know her for, because I felt she fell off my radar quickly after that song.
To be honest, I think she's got 2 albums, really. So
look at this fucking guy.
Hey,
how come this disrespect, Max? Jeez,
don't you worry.
All right, we're gonna have to line up your next battle so you can come on here.
Thank you that way. We'll teach you Tweedledum.
I think I like the song personally, but it didn't get a lot of love that night. Macy Gray.
No, because Chris came back with Crazy.
Which was the better. That was another good matchup, I think.
I didn't write the band down.
Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So he came back with that. So he took that round something like 6-1 or 7.
Yeah, he killed me on that one.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good response. So moving into the second part here, it was 3-2.
Here's where it got a little
so this is
here's where a lot of the fucking controversy,
which is crazy because Chris, like keeping it that close, actually moving into the second half. I somehow ran away with it again towards the end here, going into the OT.
I think alcohol had something to do with it on Chris's end.
No, he was playing some things on the fly here. We'll get into it, but yeah, go ahead.
That's what I mean. He was popping them off at the top of his head.
Yeah.
So I think his throwaway song. This is when his throwaway song was one that would have probably made it big, and we were talking about that. Remember?
What's that?
And wasn't his throwaway song Billy Ray Cyrus there? Achy Breaky Heart.
Was that his throwaway?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his throwaway.
No.
Man. Yeah, dude.
He'd have to speak to that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his throwaway. Oh yeah, bro, that was, man. Yeah.
Yeah, if it did, was it 2006? I don't know.
Yeah, because we said he would have won the votes.
Was Crazy? Was it Crazy that he played by Gnarls Barkley?
No.
What song did he play?
Yeah, Crazy. But I don't know if it was Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah, see, there you go. I didn't even realize. I thought it was a good response at the time. I didn't even realize that one, guys.
Maybe I wrote the name down wrong, dude. Maybe I wrote the name down wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what he played. So there's a couple other times I think Chris threw out some 2000 songs. So as we continue going, so go on.
Okay. So here we go. All right. So I'm pretty sure he played Achy Breaky Heart, man.
That exactly. We'll get into it. Okay, maybe that was his throwaway, which I wouldn't have thrown away, sure, but we'll get into it. Yeah.
because we were teasing him about how we had a lot of hillbillies in the group.
Right. That's what I mean. They would have voted for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. They would have got off to line dancing. Remember?
All right.
But yeah, so his first song were "Are You Gonna Be My Girl," but I don't even know who the artist was. Right? And where did you put? Oh, your Chumbawamba song.
Oh, something, yeah.
Yeah, your Chumbawamba song.
Yeah,
I think I was going. What the fuck did I spell there? I'm looking. I'm trying to read what I spelled there because I just made it up on how to spell Chumbawamba.
Jet is the one that did that song.
The first one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Jet. So maybe that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Look at it. Look at that.
That was a good round. I thought that was a good response on my part, and I ended up killing him with that song.
Yeah. So some of those songs I had no idea what they were. I knew Nico's song.
Yeah.
No.
So next one.
Next one, he played Epic. So
I'm up 4-2 here.
Faith No More, was it?
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah.
Right. This was a crazy one because you played Sex and Candy.
Yeah. Again, I was happy about my response on that one.
This one we had a bunch of. Remember, this is the one that I think got us a little bit of controversy. Remember, because this was the one that was the close. This one was close, even with the votes.
Oh, with the votes, yeah.
But you ended up taking that one.
Yeah. Ended up.
There's a couple of them.
Again, I think I snuck that one out by one. Yeah.
No, not one. But I think it was ended up being like 3.
Okay, so it was 5.
There was a lot of people in the group at that time.
So this is. I think at the second half, more people showed up, right?
Yeah.
So
there was.
I was up.
There was a lot of
5-2 with that song. Then okay, so next one.
And then he played "Take Me Home."
Yeah.
Which I don't know why.
No, it says take me out
or take me out.
Yeah, take me out. Yeah, not take me home.
Sorry,
that was the one that got flagged. Actually, that one got hit.
That was the one that got hit. Yeah. So that was his.
So if you want to watch the video, it'll be muted. I think that one.
But. Yeah, and then you came back with "This Is How We Do It" with Montel Jordan.
Yeah,
right.
Totally different vibe I was going for on that one. Montel Williams. Yeah.
No. I almost said it too there. I was gonna say it the proper way.
That was awesome that he called it Montel. I had a good laugh for that. It was great.
Yeah. So, but
I thought it was a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So he came when the next round he came with
I won that again. Yeah. So what am I up now? 6-2, right?
Yeah, something like that. You're fucking blowing him out of the water now. This is Nico. He was going nuts. Nico was just having a blast, man. He was just kicking ass in this one. I don't know. We got to knock him down a size. So, right, K-Rob, next battle.
We'll get into that. We'll promote that at the end.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just.
You got to get to Chris here.
So, Kryptonite was the next one.
See, now this is the controversial one this is in the 2000s. I think it's 2000 or 2001 or something like that.
This was 2000. No, it was 2000. But
the people in the chat got really pissed off because a lot of people were like, "This is not a one-hit wonder." They named like one other song they had. Which I didn't fucking care about that. I just knew in the back of my mind that it wasn't a song I think that was on his years.
Yeah.
I think it was 2001 or 2000.
This one here, this one because I looked it up while you guys were still battling and stuff.
I'm okay with the one-hit wonder status of that song. That's just make that clear. I said it that night too. I had no problem. I had no problem with that. I know some people were vocal about it in the chat that night, but it was he was bouncing around the 2000s playing some one-hit wonders where he wasn't keeping it in the same era. But at that point, like he said, as he's gonna see when he comes on, because I spoke to him earlier today, he's like, "Listen, at that point, I had to bust out like anything in my arsenal." That he was picking songs on the fly. He was going a little. I was kicking his ass, right? Yeah, so it's okay.
He was trying to win over votes. He's seen how it's done. You got to try to win them over.
Yeah,
it just wasn't working. It was nice. Yeah. It was a good time. But
he won with that, though.
He did win with that because you came with your Bloodhouse gang there.
Bloodhound gang. The bad touch, which got totally shitted on. No one fucking voted for it. I was really pissed off. There's some static there. I yelled at that one.
I was dancing on that one. Don't you get me wrong.
I just wish I would have got a couple more votes on that one. I was like, really? Like, and that's the thing. I got beat by a song that wasn't even in his era that I agree is a great song. But like, I was like, what the fuck? And then I wasted that song on it. I was kind of pissed about that. Here we go. You let us know, Leslie. What's that?
Oh,
All right. So next, and then what? So
Disqualified,
he
that's
got what was it? 6-3.
Yeah.
And
so
then what
that's
was the
we're
last
up to.
song?
So then he came with that's not.
Ooh, that is a good one. I fucking missed that. You're right.
I think
You know,
this one. She probably fucking went through all
that
the
was
songs.
on one of my lists, to be honest. One of my earlier lists. I kept changing things, so I must have lost it in the shuffle. So I did see that at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one.
I know. I didn't even forgot about that.
And then what? What was the last song there?
I guess it was "That's Not My Name."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and against your Mambo number 5.
Yeah.
At that point, Neil's trying to get everybody dancing still, because he's got it right there. At that point, he took that one with his Mambo
Ting
number
Tings.
5.
That's not my name.
Huh?
But yeah, Mambo number 5 killed it though, and then I ended up winning 7-3 in the initial battle. Now, I guess you didn't bother. Did you bother with writing down the OT songs here?
Yeah, of course. I wrote them down.
Okay, so here,
fun. This was interesting.
So we'll let Chris come back on the show now. I just want to say though, here's where Chris went on a tear, because I ran out of my best songs in the top 10. I'll admit that, that I was prepared to do. I had a couple good ones kicking around still, but then he started busting out fucking songs that. Yeah, I played it. You missed out. You missed us talking about that. It was the second round. You may have just tuned in right after I said that.
Yeah.
There was then he busted out some songs. I'm surprised he didn't play in his main top 10 if they were still his songs during his era, during his years. That I'm surprised he didn't play. So here, we'll bring him on now.
Oh, there he is. Here to defend his world title.
Because Chris swept the next 4 fucking songs. Like, we were going totally off the off the rules here. We were just fucking around, people still wanted to hear tunes. They were like, how about this one? How about that one?
Yeah.
So we just do 3 songs in the OT. So Chris swept the next 3 songs. It was 7-6. So I'm like, okay, let's go one more. He won that. He tied it up and forced my hand in order to play a song that I cheated on the years that he missed, that he totally ignored on his list. I was like, okay, because then he sniped me and fucking played Bop. That's on my fucking years. That's not even this guy. Here, go ahead, Chris. I'll shut up now. Here, defend yourself after. I know you've been in the background. You've been talking some shit.
I've been listening to what you guys had to say there. I really did miss that Kryptonite on being from the 2000s. I don't know how I missed that there. But, I just had some songs there, and I guess I need better strategy next time.
Hey, it's all right, man. Listen, you went great against each other. I mean, we had a blast.
It was a fun time, I'll say that much.
Joseph,
we had it was, man, it was great. I think we had everybody going up in the chat. Everybody was getting all interested into it, and you guys both had everybody going. Like, I mean, I was having a good time there trying to fucking write the songs down. That was the best part, and trying to figure out what years you guys were playing them from, because of the controversy and this stuff played, right? So I didn't even know. I really didn't care. I was just it was a good time, right, for everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm just busting balls here, Chris. We just like to analyze the battles after. It's always fun to do so with the controversies, and we kept it rolling. I didn't care. It's not like I was gonna, be like, all right, that's it. Like, because this is just for fun. We try to keep it as official as we can, but at the same time, like you said, you were going down swinging there at one point. So you were just like, all right, I gotta bust out. If you didn't know about the Kryptonite, okay, but you definitely knew about that Bop.
Oh yeah, I knew that one for sure. That's the only response I had to Aqua. It was the last song. I had to throw it out there, throw the rules out the window.
So then when
I'm looking at my list here. There's a song that I think you might have missed. Afro Man, I Get High.
When did that come out? Holy shit. Did I miss that? Because I got high.
So I had that on my list, but then it wasn't my year, so I had to cross it off.
Ooh, see, there were so many that we had. Even at the end, I had a bunch of songs still on my list I just didn't want to play. Wow. Yeah. How salty did I get at him catching up in OT or about the cheating?
You missed it, man. You missed it. You should have stayed on all the time. Oh,
I know. I was getting salty.
You weren't there, dude.
I was getting pissed about him playing Bop. I was just like, what the fuck? That's my year.
Nico was fucking flipping out, man. Nico was flipping out there. It was hilarious. I don't know what was going on.
Hey, listen, now I'm getting roasted in the chat. Listen, guys, I still won the battle, so fuck off.
Yeah, home field advantage. You know the crowd, the audience. I was coming in there blind.
Definitely do.
Next time, I'll be ready.
All right. But I gotta say, at the end though, guys, I had to play after you mentioned the songs he played in OT here in a moment, but the last song I had to bust out after he caught up in that OT, man, I had to bust out fucking what do you call it? Baby Got Back. I was Chris didn't play this. Like it was still
Nico
still
had
there.
some funny songs in OT though.
Oh yeah, that's when I busted all the perv songs. I busted out.
Nico was going perv on everybody's ass there. That was hilarious, man. So hey, you want to hear some OT songs or what?
Oh, it came out in 2000.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Told you. That's our stats. That's our stats central.
There you go. Everyone's just calling me. Yeah. The best was when Chris, I think he opened up with Short Dick Man though, didn't he? And he fucking blew me out of the water on that one.
No, that came out.
I think that might be one of the songs I missed.
No, you got
that one, but you got that.
Wow.
That's when I got salty. I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, that might have been that might have been late at overtime.
Oh yeah, we trust me. You know how many fucking songs there were in overtime here? There was
bust out his songs that he had in overtime.
So, who went first? I forget who went first in that one. So you went first. So you played Rhythm of the Night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So and he played Heaven. Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he blew you out of the water.
He did. I was like, I gave that up to him too. I was like, you fucker. He played like the Gino Jam of that like the biggest Gino Jam ever. That one, yeah.
Oh, here's where another controversial thing happened. So Chris came out and played "I'm Too Sexy."
That was on his list though.
Yeah,
I knew that was coming. I don't know why you didn't play that in
no.
your top 10 though. That's what I'm surprised about. This guy left it for an OT where he was behind by so much.
You came with your thong song.
And I think I lost that one, didn't I?
No, you guys tied, bro.
Oh,
you guys tied that round. There wasn't enough people in the chat.
Yeah.
At that time, it kind of died down a little bit at that moment. So there was only about 10 people, and I
also then he never really officially caught up if that was a tie. But I think I gave him the point at that point. Yeah. No, you got that
because you guys kept wanting to go, man. You guys kept just wanting to play music. I don't know if you guys remember it, but in OT that was.
There was dancing going on. It was a good time, guys.
The party there.
Yeah. If you guys missed it, honestly, go back and check it out, guys. There in the chat, it was great.
It was awesome, man. I'll be honest with you. Like I had a great time that night. I think everybody had a great time. So now this is where another fun part came in because Nico came out with Barbie Girl, his favorite song.
Yeah.
Right, is his favorite song.
Yes, and this is where he played Bob.
Yeah, he played your Hanson song there.
Yeah,
right. So he actually won that round.
That's the only time I got salty because I was like, "What the fuck?" Because he was catching up slowly, and then he busts out one of my songs.
That's what happened, man. He fucking got you good.
So and Bob, it was written down. Like I didn't know if I was going to play it or not, but it was on my list. So as soon as he plays that's one less song on my list.
Did you guys discuss this already? Okay.
It was the gloves were off at that fucking point. Chris was just playing dirty at that point. Honestly,
I take my snipes when I can.
This was the first battle where it got that crazy at the end with people just.
Oh yeah. Then Chris came. Hey, that's where.
And listen, all you people in the chat, anybody that's done these battles, I'm not encouraging it. Okay, he was.
It sounds like you are.
If there's already a clear winner like this was going into OT, then I don't fucking care. Absolutely, but you better not be busting out.
Oh,
shit.
You think this fucking one again? Yeah, the next one's gonna be that.
We'll pull your card. We'll pull your card if that's the case. We're not gonna fuck around with that shit.
But this was. I had to give him the benefit of the doubt. These guys were a little bit intoxicated that night.
Farhead coming live from Brass Rails. Closed down. What are you doing? You sitting there in the dark?
That's what he's got, man. That's what he's doing. He ordered them.
Sorry, go on. What was the last one?
So yeah, this is where Chris busts out his Short Dick Man and got everybody up and going with that one, right?
People love that, I was definitely.
I don't even know you played that, right?
I was definitely a little salty at that one too. I was like, "Fuck!"
I had no idea what the one you played there was. That next one you played.
Oh, I can't remember.
Short Dick Man. That's.
I played Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh yeah, I remember that one there.
Yeah.
I played Cotton Eye Joe. I played Cotton Eye Joe, and then he ended up still taking the round.
Still took that round.
And then what was his final song there that I played? Baby Got Back to. Then
you got Baby Got. He played and he put Here Comes the Hot Stepper.
Okay.
So that was the one that you won on that one.
Honestly, though, Chris, I got to give it to you. You kept it close. You kept it close, whether or not it was. 100% legit or not. That was a fun one, man. I had a really great time. So that's why I wanted to bring you on here. I figured if you wanted to, we'll give you a moment here if you want to address any of these controversies, any of the haters that may have been chirping you in the chat that day. Anything you want to say about the battle in general?
No, it's all good. It was all good fun. Next time, maybe a little more research there, and I don't know. I can take you down next time. We got to find a good genre to battle it out again.
So I'm just throwing it out here because someone came to me and they said they might be interested in Battle of the Bands, Canadian Artist Edition, non-genre specific. Would you be interested in something like that if I was involved on the screen with you, but maybe not directly your opponent?
Sure. Non-genre, like just Canadian, no time.
It'll be years, odds and evens of years again. I was actually discussing this with somebody today after I saw you as well, because we're putting a close on the battles come December, at least for this year. So we were thinking of doing another Battle of the Bands, and we were trying to come up with some ideas. And this idea was brought to me of possibly doing one that's Canadian artists. I don't know what era if we're doing an era as of yet, or maybe it'll be 2 eras and it'll be odds and even years, and any genre, but it's got to be Canadian artist. So if that's something that interests you, that one's on the table right now because someone else brought that challenge to me. So if that's something
somebody else, let me know. I'll see what I can dig up.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk. We'll talk off the air.
In that one, eh?
This one will be above board.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll definitely be here and involved as well, but I may not be your direct opponent for that one, depending on what happens. So, but yeah, no, we'd love to have you again. We really had a great time. And I think the audience was really loving you that night too, with all the dancing that was going on and everything else.
Man, I think we got 5 subscribers that night, man, with this dancing. That fuck.
Yeah.
They jumped up. We jumped up with our subscribers that night. It was pretty crazy.
Oh, there you go. So Julie is interested as well. All right. We'll have to talk. Drake versus the Tragically Hip. Get the hell out of here.
Both lose.
Our Lady Peace would have some big hits there. Absolutely. Yeah. Don't give away all the answers there, Leslie.
Yeah.
Start making your list.
Start focusing on your own list.
It's not necessarily her that's going to battle you, but I'm sure she's already made up a list there on the side. Leslie is is the list maker. Central. She's actually going to be teaming up with me next Friday. She's the one we're doing the 90s hip hop team battle, me and her versus JT and our buddy Rob on the channel here. So that should be a good one.
This will be interesting.
That's it. Taking the advantage. You've already done some 90s history searching there, eh, Nico?
That's right. That's true.
I got a lot of searching.
I might have to recycle back in some of the songs I've already played. Thong Song. Whoop, there it is. What else? Hey, was there no MC Hammer there? Did you have that? Was that you? I think that may have been you, eh?
I didn't have any MC Hammer songs. I thought he might have been too early, but I didn't. His name didn't really come up on my list as one hits.
Should have busted out Ice Ice.
Hits, though.
Ice Ice Baby was yours.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure.
It was. It was in that year. It was in those years. So, I mean, I don't know which year it was in, but yeah, it was in the 90s sometime.
Joseph, battles are possibly being phased out just for the month of December. They might make a return in the new year, but yeah,
depending on how this COVID goes, we might keep doing this fucking.
That's true. Depending on how this goes, we possibly may not even be even distancing in the same room again. Anymore, we'll see what happens.
Back on location.
But yeah, no, they're not being phased out for good. I'm sure JT and people really seem to enjoy them. So like, as much as I've been saying, let's phase them out, people keep wanting to be involved. Like you guys keep wanting to be involved. Almost everybody in the chat here has either shown interest or has been on one already. So yeah, we'll probably continue doing them. But just for the month of December, it's the holidays, and who the hell knows how it's going to be this year with everything going on. But I just don't know if we'll be doing any. Maybe even the first week of December. We'll see. But we're probably not going to be doing them every 2 weeks like we normally do. December gets busy for a lot of people, right?
Hey, how about that one? Hey, late night chat, Highwood versus Bruce with the Cruise.
Oh, maybe we'll have to see that. That'd be good.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Okay,
so I don't know. Chris, anything else you want to leave us with then? Think on that, because we can possibly follow up with that battle request there if you're interested in that. Are you subscribed to the channel, Chris? I never even asked you.
Yeah, of course I am. Day one.
Okay.
Right.
I was like, if you're not, please hit that subscribe button. I know. You better be, Chris. You got a shirt. You've been on the channel a couple times now. You better be subscribed.
Oh, man.
All right, man. All right. So, Chris, thanks again for doing the battle. We really enjoyed having you on, and we definitely will do it again, or come on, and we'll talk off the air. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, great. Great seeing you guys again. Take it easy. Have a good day.
Thanks, Chris. Later, man.
Chris. Take care, buddy.
Later.
Oh, you just cut him off.
Hold on. Say bye. I cut you off there.
Hey, later.
I'm like, get out of here. All right, later, man.
Nico's freaking loud today, man. Hey, everybody, who thinks Nico's loud today?
I am a little loud.
He's using the new mic.
I'm a little close.
He's a little close. I don't know. So yeah, what's going on, Neeks? So that's all right, man. I think that whole fucking that Canadian one would be pretty good.
Hey, okay, sorry to see you go, Julie. All right, have a great night as well. Thank you.
Hey, we gotta still talk, eh? So fucking tell me when you're not. We gotta talk one day when you're not working. So.
Yeah, Julie. Talk to this guy, and then we'll
that setup.
We'll definitely get you involved then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
thank you for that, and thanks for tuning in.
Are you bringing me coffee? Is that what that's for? Oh, I don't know.
All right, for sure. Julie, actually, which I never mentioned on the show because we failed to be doing the weekly wine comic time the last couple of weeks here. It's kind of fell out of our show rotations, unfortunately. Here we've been slacking on that. I don't know if there's going to be a return or not. But Julie actually created a new logo for weekly wine comic time, which I'm going to show on the channel here one day if it doesn't actually make it onto the actual YouTube channel or not, if we don't continue to do the episodes. If you were on our podcast channel, then you'd see it on there. There's a great piece of art that she did with a wine bottle, and it's spelling out the words weekly wine comic time.
Awesome.
We might get shirts done at some point, maybe. So yeah, thanks again for Julie for that. Honestly, Julie's been great about helping us out with our logos here on the channels. Yeah, she's been a great help to us.
Oh, trust me, we bugged her enough.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh my God, look who it is. Yeah, I thought you fell off the face of the earth.
What's that? This guy's still busting that joke out. How many years later?
I know. That's it. No, you're fucked, bro. So yeah, what was I gonna say? So where was I going with this whole fucking thing?
Oh, coffee. Yeah, no, it's it's not coffee. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to act like I'm still interested in doing this show with JT because he seems to think I don't like doing this anymore since I've said I'm leaving.
He's not here. Come on, put the banner up, fucker.
Here come the violins.
I've been waiting for the fucking banner up.
What banner? I'm not gonna do that anymore, man.
You're 23. Yeah. You don't think I know how many days it is still? How many episodes? Come on, I've counted already. I still got them in my head. I know next week. You can tell me. You know what? I'll be able to tell you what episode how many episodes until you leave, but I can't always remember what episode it is tonight. That's the best part. Oh man, see, he's changed what? Changed his underwear probably.
But yeah, later, Julie.
Yeah. So yeah, see, he goes on a little delay over there, everybody.
Hey, listen, I'm not the one who's busting out the violins.
So wait until it will be when me and Rob kick your ass in that fucking battle of the battle of the fucking bangers, whatever.
It might be. That's why I'm trying to help Jay here turn out some great content before I go, right? Leave on a high note. We've been really pushing it lately, guys. We even wrote down a schedule. We wrote down a schedule for ourselves for the next 2 months. It's crazy, guys.
He's just fucking leaving. And look at this. I got a fucking calendar now, man. Check it out, guys. There's a fucking list of things. So
why don't we let's plug a couple of things coming up in the next couple of weeks quickly, and then we'll move on into the subjects.
So it says it.
Next Friday, for all you guys that are the people that love tuning in for these battles, next Friday we're doing a hip hop of the 90s team battle. Me and Leslie, who's been in the battles before, in the chat now, been on the channel, friend of the show, friend of ours in real life. She's going to be teaming up with me, of course, because we're the best team ever, against JT and Rob. These suckers are about to go down here.
Oh, yeah.
They got the
we got shiny head power, bro.
You have the
Beat
even years, I believe, right? In
Yes,
the 90s, and
Yes,
we have
sir.
the odd years. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Someone correct me if not. So that's going to happen next Friday, 8:30 p.m. We got to confirm on a time with these guys. Let us know here in the chat, guys, if you have a preference. But next Friday here on the channel, that team battle is the first team battle that we'll be doing in these battles. So
it's gonna be fucking interesting. That's it.
Should be interesting.
There's an actual emoji
Leslie's already made a list that's fucking 20 miles long already. She sent me the other day, and
I can only imagine. She's got a,
though that's kind of how we're working it out though. I know she enjoys doing the lists and stuff, and I was busy doing this other battle this past week, so I said, okay, go ahead and make a list. So we've been chatting back and forth about some stuff we're in agreement, some things we're seeing eye to eye on, some other things maybe not so much. I'm going to basically highlight some songs that I want to play. She's going to highlight some of the songs that she wants to play, and we're going to kind of meet somewhere in the middle, I think. So should be interesting.
It will be. Don't you worry, man. Big shiny heads. That's it, bro.
It's a big shiny tunes, big shiny head tunes.
That's right, bro. That's the battle. Just because we don't have nice curly hair like yours, eh?
So that should be good. I'm really looking forward to that. Apparently Rob said he was into hip hop in the 90s, so I guess we'll really see if he knows his stuff here.
Man.
Rob, is your list ready? Have you been making a list or
he's
what?
Probably gone over a bunch of songs already. I'll be honest with you, Rob. I haven't even gone over anything yet. Ever since my stereo's been driving me up the fucking wall, I don't want to listen to music right now. I've been listening to just talk radio. So, I got to go over a bunch of stuff. There's, the fucking problem is there's so much good music coming out. Then you get distracted by some of the new music that's coming out. So, I gotta have to go back, and we're gonna have to really focus a little bit more on this. But I'm pretty sure we can do it with just a few songs. I don't think we need that many for these guys. I think it's pretty easy.
There's so much to choose from. There's so much to choose from.
You gotta keep it simple. You gotta live between the lines, man. Because honestly, if you start fucking freaking out on how much there is, you're gonna be fucked. So there's way too much to even fucking imagine. I mean,
so I know that lately there's been like a lot of surprises that have been busting out on the show. Like for you lately, Jay, I know you've been you've liked it. I've been kind of keeping it loose, and interesting for us lately. So I got another surprise I'm gonna bust out here for a moment.
Don't fuck around with these things. You know what? I was looking for a fucking test for you, and I couldn't fucking for
anybody
find a good
that
one,
didn't tune into the last episode.
You're getting one. Don't you worry.
Heat, sweats, and weed tests. I busted out a weed test on Jay last episode.
What did he do? It was great. Guys? You remember that one? You fucking guy. What does that mean? Hey, what does that mean? I'll challenge you any day, Max.
I like that comment. There was always that one kid in school that showed up to the group project with having done no work and just leaned on everybody else. It's true.
That was me, bro. That's the way it works, dude. That was me.
I've been that person probably once or twice for sure, but I wasn't I wasn't that person as a constant.
Always that person. It worked.
No. I got Jay.
Coming
into the room man. Right now, and I just got to text this person. Are all your exes? No. Just
you fucking laughed there, bro. Fucking crackled all in my ears. You're gonna make me deaf.
You gotta watch out with this mic. Apparently, it doesn't take my loudness. All your exes, Jay, coming through the door right now. They're here with us today. No, I'm just joking, man. It's like Jerry Springer.
Yo, if you can pull that one off, bro, I would fucking high five you.
Yeah, how good would it have been if I pulled that off?
That would be content of the fucking century, dude.
I've been dancing my tushy since I started the list.
No shit. With what? One leg? You've been hobbling your tushy, you mean? Say it. Hey.
The Cosmo test. Yeah, exactly. We can find out what kind of lover JT is.
What kind of makeup I like, everybody? Where is it? Just like lipstick up here, see? But yeah, so I don't know what Nico's gonna come up with now. Here we go.
I got nothing. I was just busting your balls.
I thought you were fucking with me, man.
I got no surprise.
I had one, but it didn't. I was reading it. It wasn't going too good. It was like it was a stupid one. So I figured, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking bother.
Should have come on here and insult me.
No, don't you worry. I'm still freaking out. Yeah. But yeah. So, what was the next one? Well, then you you don't forget about your fucking on that Saturday, your after that 90s battle, your release for your guest appearance on your Brews with the Cruise will be on. Everybody should check that out. That should be interesting for everybody to check out.
Next Saturday, my appearance on Brews with the Crew will be out. That's next Saturday, the 17th. I'm going to be posting it up on our socials when it does come out.
Yeah.
I'll be talking about it on the show.
Yeah.
And then Nazim from Brews with the Crew, Nas will be with us here the following Monday. So make sure to tune in for that. I know we've been talking about it. We've been leading up to it every week. We've been talking about this because it's a big deal. You know, we're joining up with friends and other people that actually do podcasts as well. So it's really cool.
It is awesome.
It's a cool time for us to, you know, be joining up like this. Yeah, exactly. Showing support, showing love to one another. And I had a really good time on the show. So definitely check that episode out and support them as well.
Yeah, straight up. Because it should be interesting with the whole Nikos, topic on the side there. And, you know, I don't know. I have to hear it. I want to hear what they have to say if they're saying anything interesting on that one. That's, you know, so
do you want to get into the news that happened this past week? Trump has COVID.
Actually, I was actually opening up my. I had a little bit of a list too, so I was like, "Fuck, hopefully I can I can remember what I was going to say this week because I had a couple things I wanted to say." But
oh well.
Oh fuck! Oh,
it's okay. We'll get somebody else that's just as interesting on.
This is your fee. Come on, bro. Hey, come on. Oh, yeah. Don't you dare. Don't you
they're turning on us.
That's it. Everybody's turning on us. So, your boy. Oh, I don't know.
It's okay.
Max's boy, Trump.
When Nas comes on, I'm just going to edit out half of his appearance anyways. So it's.
Fuck him right out. Yeah, fuck it. We're just. Yeah, it might get flagged by. YouTube.
It's going to be like that Poochie episode of The Simpsons where he's like, my planet needs me. I must go now.
Just be a giant avatar on the screen.
He will just be on the video 1 second and he'll like float off of the screen.
You know what? It's going to be this will be interesting. This will be a nice test for him live because they can they can see if they like it because it's fun, man. Doing it live with everybody interacting with everybody. It gets very
I hope we have a great active chat that day. I want you guys all to
tune in
roast Nas, not Nas when he comes on the show.
It actually should be the Nas roast, the Nas not Nico roast. No?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See? That's fucking people. All right. So everybody's lovely buddy out there has COVID, but he's actually just got home before the show. Eh? That was a quick
he announced it before
he's released.
Yeah, they were letting him go home, and he basically, like I had already assumed he was going to, is underplaying COVID now. He's just like, oh yeah, it's fantastic, it's great, you know, like don't be scared.
Oh man, I don't understand how you can get away with.
Max brings up a good point here. He says he doesn't think he actually has it. So that was one of the two questions I had written down that I wanted to ask JT and to get into depth and discuss. And let us know what you guys think in the comments as well.
Now they're just going off. Don't you worry. We won't even be able to keep up with the comments now.
Yeah. So do you think? That was my one question to you. Like, and I know a lot of people I've seen a lot of supporters and not supporters, a lot of non-supporters obviously saying that they didn't believe him when he tweeted out that him and Melania had COVID last week. Right. Because, just because they're so used to Trump's bullshit right now and what not to trust and all of the misinformation and the fact that it came on the heels of the debate. And because of this, he would have had to miss out on the debate 2 weeks from now if he was actually going to stay inside for 14 days and self-quarantine and all that business. But you got to remember, Trump is a 74-year-old man, right? I think he's 74, right?
Yeah.
And he's an older man, something that COVID could have hit pretty strong and could end up on a ventilator or something in the hospital, right? If he was sick. And so then there was the reports that he went to the hospital and people finally was seeing him wear a mask, which is something you don't normally see him do. Not like somebody like Biden, who's really pushing the mask agenda and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Right. But that was the first thing that came to my mind too, whether or not he was telling the truth. But even though there's some of his non-supporters that I saw online were saying, I don't believe this and that's sad and that's not the case. there was a lot of people that were just taking it for face value and just laughing and actually, you know, and making a lot of statements about hoping he would die and a lot of crazy shit. Like the guy on Twitter said that he would ban, I think the Twitter people that own Twitter said if they seen any death threats, they were going to start banning people off of Twitter. That's how much it was going on and all this kind of stuff,
wow,
right? Yeah, there was a lot of that type of stuff going on, right? A lot of people just laughing and, you know, because the karma and the whole, you know, what goes around kind of shit if he actually does have it, right?
I felt more like along the lines that maybe they got him out of there just to get him to, you know, that maybe somebody did actually have it at the White House. You get what I'm saying? Or somebody that was there had it, that was working there, or that was working in close vicinity with him. So he might have used it to play it off too as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what better place but to go pay a visit to the hospital for 4 days. Those doctors, when they were talking in those interviews, sounded even when they sounded, they didn't sound sure of what they were saying. They sounded like it was almost like scripted what they had to say. You know, I mean, there was a lot of weird things that kind of counteracted some of the stuff that you should be doing for COVID anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he said he was supposed to be learning, that he learned firsthand of everything about COVID and this and that. Yeah, he still left his vehicle. He still left him in the vehicle to go wave to people.
Yes.
And those they were saying that those vehicles are airtight, right?
And then,
so anybody inside there would have been.
And then you had Ivanka, I think was on Twitter. I seen something where they posted a picture of him behind a desk, like signing things. And he's like, this man, even when he's sick, hard at work, you know what I mean? Like really milking it.
Well, they got to make him, first of all, they got to make him look tough.
Yeah.
They still, regardless if he's sick, they still have to make him look tough. They can't make him look weak. Right, because that makes him vulnerable.
And that's exactly what my first thought of it was too. That he was just going to roll with it and actually be like, "Oh yeah, it was fine. It was a fabulous disease." You're like, you know what I mean? He's like always saying things like that. Oh yeah, it's fabulous. This and that. You know, it's great, fantastic. Like, and they were basically going to act like it wasn't that big of a deal, right? And
but it was a big deal, man. I mean, it's like okay, I don't wish it upon anybody, dude. I mean, but if you're going to lie about it, that's a little bit much. I mean. Yeah, 3 days in the hospital. I mean, they were probably. They said he's still not out of. They're saying he's still not out of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. If that's the case, if he does have it, because symptoms might not even be showing. He could have tested positive and symptoms not. He might be just taking these steroids or whatever.
Rob mentioned here the Saturday Night Live skit. I haven't seen it, but what's his? It's of course.
What's his? Yeah, one of the fucking brothers there. What the Baldwin brothers?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin came on and played Trump, of course, and Jim Carrey came on and played Biden. Apparently, yeah.
Come on, what was he wearing the fucking Fire Marshal Bill?
I haven't watched it.
You know the one where he's all burnt in the Fire Marshal Bill.
I remember from Living Color. Yeah.
Pull down the fucking skin back.
I haven't seen it, but apparently it was very funny. Yeah, you know, Jim Carrey came on, so that's a special. He wasn't even a special guest host that night. Chris Rock was. So you know how they do the opening show, the opening skit on Saturday Night Live is usually always a political one. No, it's always a political one normally though that they do. So like when Alec Baldwin comes and does that, that's normally all he'll do is like that political Trump. He'll come back. They always do this political, like whenever there's a big thing coming up. And Larry David played what's his name? Larry David played somebody else. I forgot who the hell in one of the past skits, and he did a really great job. He did an amazing job. Yeah, I gotta see it. I haven't watched it. I'm sure Jim Carrey never really phones it in though. When Jim Carrey like commits,
when he comes. Yeah,
he doesn't ever. He's not somebody that
he's a real actor.
Yeah, but not only that, he wouldn't have just come on the show for nothing. Like you know what I mean? Like he doesn't really go out of his way to do that kind of stuff as much these days. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Exactly, Naz. Yeah, taking them Lysol shots.
Well, that's where he's probably getting injected when he was in the hospital, right?
Wasn't it his wife? I don't know if it was him. I think it was his wife, Trudeau. Was it his wife that had COVID, or was it him as well? And it was early on. It was like in the first couple of months.
It was symptoms, but I don't think it was.
I think it was. If it was him, it was very early on, and it was just him. I thought it was his wife, his family, or somebody that had it.
Right.
But yeah. Anyways, first off, yeah, it is kind of. It's hard to say whether or not it's truthful because either way, if he was going to benefit off of this, and that was my next question. I asked you this the other night too, Jay, because there was a lot of people I thought online that are people that don't support him that were just accepting the fact that, you know, that he actually had it. And I think they were taking more pleasure in the fact that they knew that he had it and maybe not actually realizing that that whether or not it's true or not. Okay. But so there's that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other question to you was, though, do you think I mean, as we're seeing now, he already has benefited in some regard, but do you think he benefited from this overall? Like saying whether let's just say he has it. Okay.
Yeah.
Or let's just say whatever, we think he has it. So do you think that he would have benefited from? That's why I think some people didn't believe that he actually would lie about having it, because they felt that he wouldn't have benefited from this whatsoever. Of course, he could have turned this very negative thing into a positive, and he already has done so. He's already been making statements about how don't be scared of it, trying to make it look like he overcame it, like people have been pointing out here in the chat.
He wasn't making a big fucking thing about it.
But there's also the fact of the matter of, like, he hasn't been taking it as serious, it seems like, as like Biden, I guess, has really been pushing with the wearing the mask and all this. And then for the fact of him actually getting it, don't you think that backfires in his face a little bit and makes him look bad at the same time, though?
Yeah. But now he's.
But whose mind are you going to change, right? Like, go ahead.
If he doesn't have it, he's going to run with it. I mean, why wouldn't you? In a fucking campaign, in a presidential campaign, why wouldn't you run with it? I don't know why you wouldn't. Right.
Right.
But if he didn't have it and he's just underplaying it and doing that kind of shit, then what the fuck is the point, really? You know, like you're looking at somebody, but it does do what they say. It affects stock markets. It affects everything like that. You know, you can't, having somebody look weak and vulnerable and whatever. Yeah, you can throw it and play it. I think they just played it as to take their people's attention off that fucking debate that he had. That was a big fucking shenanigans, like a fucking boxing match, and let them. And he's not going to back down from other debates. He wants to be in those debates.
But whose mind did that debate actually change? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like
it didn't change. They made them both look bad.
Sure. But at the same time, though, like, whose mind do you actually think would have been changed by watching that debate, whether or not they were going to vote for one person or the other? I think that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think,
to a lot of
because it was funny, because there was that moment where Biden was basically saying how unpresidential he was being. But I'm like,
dude, you're doing the same thing. You're fighting with it. You guys are like grumpy old men.
Right. But not only that, though, but like he's when has he being presidential? You know what I mean? He's always got to be.
You can't expect him to be, but they're gonna try. He's got to try to come back, and he's play a different. You never know. This next one might be a fucking a Zoom fucking debate. The first time ever they might do a fucking Zoom debate. Who the hell is gonna want to be in the same room with him after?
Well,
this whole thing that's going on.
If he's actually going to follow the 2 weeks of quarantine and stuff, I think it gets in the way of the next debate, is what they were already saying, right? Yeah. So that's why some people were like, "Oh, very convenient timing."
Of course.
And also, like, I gotta agree with some of the people that I guess aren't Trump supporters that I was reading comments online by saying the fact that it actually does look bad for him that he actually did end up getting this disease, and they're just taking his word, like they're just taking him on his word now, because they feel that he shouldn't have, like, how could he lie about something like this? It actually makes him look worse in a way, right? Yeah. Just because he didn't take it as serious, it seems like other people did. And now the fact that he actually
one thing,
right?
His supporters don't see the big picture. They're just narrow-minded. I'm sorry if anybody out there's supporters of Trump, but they're just so narrow. They don't see the big picture of everything. They don't see the world. They don't, you know what I mean? They're so one. I don't know what the fuck how I'm trying to describe it, but they don't look at the whole big picture of anything, man. So they're only going to see what he says at the moment. They're not going to see what he's been saying.
Thank you, Joseph. That's why I couldn't remember who he played. Yeah, Bernie Sanders. Larry David did a great Bernie Sanders. I did see that one. Yeah, he's hilarious. He looks exactly like him in this kid too. It's great.
But yeah, no, they
yeah, that roast was crazy. I know people were like, "What is this? The WWE tonight?" Like
it
was
like it was, you know, it was like watching two people scrap it too. Like and what's his name? Wallace.
Yeah, good point, Nas.
He lost all control of that debate from the beginning.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's going to happen this next time. We're going to have to see. Like I said, who's going to be debating next time? It'll be the vice president against what's his name. If he has to follow those 2 weeks quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I don't know, unless they do it Zoom, unless they do it live, like a Zoom debate, which I can see possible.
I don't know. I kind of just went. I'm not usually as interested in these kind of things as you know. I'm not really up on my politics, and I don't really know. I'm not very informed.
But it's everywhere.
I know but I'm saying this though because it was such a headline, and I was I was very interested in this story and following it since the debate. Because like first off, you had the debate, then you had the fallout of the debate, and then you had the whole Trump announcing he had COVID, and now you've had basically the aftermath of it. Essentially, he's saying he was going home today. He tweeted out earlier today where I took a screenshot of it right here. What did he say?
He's got a newfound respect for this virus. I don't know. He's
like, I will be leaving the Great Walter Reed Medical Center today at 6:30 p.m. feeling really good. Don't be afraid of COVID. Don't let it dominate your life. We have developed under the Trump administration some really great drugs and knowledge. And then this is the killer right here. I feel better than I did 20 years ago.
What the fuck? He probably doesn't even remember what he felt like 20 years ago. The fucking idiot. You know,
next debate powered by StreamYard.
Straight up, man. Hey,
listen, if you guys want to host it on here, we're fine.
We're fine. We'll debate it right here. It was like a little boxing match in the back, but no, yeah, it was a distraction. It was a distraction from the taxes. And all
that's true because we were talking about that last week. You're right, but that's the news cycle nowadays, right? I mean, you talk about one thing one day, 2 days later, it's old news, and it's like on to the next thing, right?
Yeah.
But
taxes isn't a big thing. Even you know what he paid, he didn't pay his taxes, but he was using all those fucking benefits.
Hey, he paid his taxes. He paid $750 there.
I'm just saying he got away with a lot of those tax credits because of the fucking money, right? So it's made for rich people.
One thing I'll say is this guy, he's not as stupid as you are. Like a lot of people have not going to say that all you guys think, but as a lot of people have made it out to be, like he knows how to maneuver, right? Like that's what I mean. He is a master troll.
He's been in business for 50 years.
Yeah. Man. I mean, he is stupid. But in one way he is, in another way he's a snake, right?
It works for him. That's the problem. It works for him. Look, it's worked for him all his life.
He did say I'll inject myself with bleach, so there's that, and then there's then there's the
then he wins the fucking presidential fucking votes. You know what I mean? So it's like weird. You know, there's two up and down. $70,000.
That's a good one.
But that's what I mean. It's for the plugs. It's probably write-offs, man, or whatever the fuck he's got. And all his tanning. Now he can go back to tanning in Florida. But I don't know. He's a little much for me. It's on every fucking, even our radio here. It's on every station.
Yeah, the funniest was that I seen a post.
Nothing new.
I seen somebody make a comment about like how come fucking Canadians are more invested in American politics than their own.
Well, because ours aren't that stupid. Yours are fun to watch.
Yeah, fucking clown show. What's going on in some regards, right?
Well, theirs are actually fun to watch. Theirs aren't like ours are okay, but they're not like But
let's not start that again.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, exactly. So no, I just don't think. I think he's gonna run with this if he's got it. Yeah, they are boring, Max. You're right.
Yeah, but, Canadian politics. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
anyways,
so
I think we dedicated enough time to this one.
But we needed to talk about
the chat's going off with their thoughts on this one, but I know it's pretty crazy what's going on, right?
We're on subscriptions here now that we get too political.
I don't know. I think some on StreamYard they may be monitoring people talking about Trump or something because we were at a pretty high viewer rate here all of a sudden because of that. So
they're coming in and going,
they're shutting us down. Copyright claim, bro.
Oh man.
Okay, so moving on here. What else do we want to talk about here? Late night politic talk. Yeah, exactly. Listen, we couldn't not talk about that though. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Not.
Want to talk about some of the things you've been watching lately?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, go ahead. You start off.
I was gonna say because you were saying Chris Rock was. I was saying he's been in a lot of things lately. He's been on.
He's promoting Fargo.
I think it's for promoting that Fargo season. I don't know if you've gotten to watch it yet, but it's actually really good, man. It's started off really good. I don't know where it's going with the whole thing. I haven't seen. I didn't get to watch yesterday's episode.
Me neither. So you're only 2 episodes in, right?
Yeah,
Same here.
So it's been really good because there's a lot of stuff starting to come back again now.
Yeah, what do you think of it so far?
I thought it's different. It's interesting. It's going to be political. It's going to be going gonna have to do with. I mean, you can see where it's gonna come out of slavery time and fucking.
So Fargo season 4 just came back, guys. It's been off the air for probably a couple years now, right? 2-3 years, maybe. It's been a while since the last Fargo season. Yeah, it has been.
No, I don't think so. Maybe
it's at least been 2 years. No, it's been more.
Affected it.
No, it's been more than a year. I think it's been probably been about 2 years, probably since the last Fargo season. Yeah. If you guys haven't watched the show Fargo, it's really good. Every season's a new set, a great cast, and a new scenario, like basically a different rural crime that they set up. Like in the first season's the mostly related to the movie Fargo, right? And the most closely related to that, like it's just kind of telling you different parts of that same type of story that they showed in the movie. But then in Minnesota and all that. But then as the series go on, you see like different types of rural communities and different types of crimes and a different cast of characters every season, right? So,
and it's good because they change the names of people, right? So I mean, they're still using the exact same story and the exact same whatever crime or whatever that happened at that time, but they're just changing names. So it is something that actually happened. So they are based on real stories, which I always think are really cool, right? But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I think I think it's gonna get political. I think it's got something to do along those lines.
Well, it's timely already in the sense they're in this season of Fargo. It's something that's taking place back in the 50s, and it's showing the relation between like the black mob and like the Italian mob.
Yeah, and it went from Irish. It showed how it went from Irish to Italian, and then Italian to
right now blacks. It's centering on the blacks. Yeah. And of course, how they were kind of treated and perceived at that point in time in the 50s. So I guess really relevant as well with a lot of the stuff that's been going on today. And then the Italians, the Italian Americans at this point in time, but they're also people that came there off the boat as immigrants. And they already kind of showed you how they've been treated in certain situations in the world, obviously not probably on the same level. But there was a situation where like because they were foreigners, they were treated a certain way on the show as well. In the first, I think it was in the first episode of Fargo, I believe it was, right? Yeah. So, and Chris Rock,
they were going back and forth. They're switching kids. That was the best.
And what's interesting is too, they follow the rules of trading your firstborn, like youngest son, not firstborn, I guess your youngest son on each side of the family, which is the weirdest fucking tradition I've ever seen, man. They're trading up sons. So first they show the Irish mob, and then they show the Italian.
Each other.
Right. And so they switch up, they trade each other's like their youngest sons on both sides of the family to each other. Yeah. And then what ended up happening was one of the sons, he ends up, I think from the Irish, he goes and kills the leader of the Italians or whatever it was, the other group.
Yeah.
And then the Italians come in and they trade sons, and he uses his own son against him to help kill his father on the other side of the Irish. So it's like a whole switcheroo kind of in a sense.
Why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah. So there's all these like deceiving going on and it's like
almost kind of like
trading of sons. No,
almost in the sense how one's working for the police, you know what I'm saying?
And
one's working for
yeah. But it's the weirdest tradition because like then now you're at a point in the show where I don't know, I think it's like 20 years have passed since like the first exchange of sons between these two mobs.
Yeah.
And where now there's a guy that's grown up. Like one of the sons that belonged to the Irish now is part of the Italian mob, but he's like a grown man and he's taking care of Chris Rock's son that he traded to them from the black mob.
Yeah.
And as an old man, so because he knows how it is, right? Like he's taking care of their son. But the fact that he stays as part of the family, like they actually they invited him in with open arms and treated him like one of their own. It's like a weird, interesting dynamic that I haven't seen even in all these mafia things. This trading of sons, it's really wacky, bro.
It's messed up. It's to try to keep each other safe, eh?
Yeah, no, that's what they say. They say that if you have the sons in your like custody, then they know they won't fuck around because they'll be afraid for their own son. Yeah, exactly. So
otherwise your son's gonna get, and they're able to see them every little once in a while. But that's where I think all that interesting part gets through, where they start helping. Okay, help us get through this. Help us, whatever.
Sorry, Max was calling me out for our matching t-shirts. Meanwhile, I'm just wearing a white tee today, actually. But we do have matching t-shirts sometimes.
So
don't be upset because you don't have a shirt, Max. We know
you're
you
too
want
tall.
one.
That's why we don't have tall and lengthy. We don't have that version.
But anyways, yeah. So far so good. I think Chris Rock is doing a really great job.
Yeah.
You pointed out already to me the best guy in the whole show so far is the guy has a name called Dr. Senator. He's not a doctor or a senator.
Yeah, he's just a hitman, dude. That's it. He's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's just the way the name is. It just threw me off because when they called him Doctor, I thought they were just making.
Speak to Jay about your merch, Max. I'm sure he's got something for you at some point.
Yeah, once you win a battle against me, buddy, try that first. Winning against Nico's no problem. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
No, there's still some people we owe shirts to. Don't worry. You all get your shirts.
Yeah, don't start on us now, okay? Fuck.
Yeah, so when you first meet the mob in the show, guys, like in the Black Mob, they all got awesome fucking names, and they appear on the screen, like the Italians and the Blacks, as you get introduced to each of their members,
and it tells you when they were arrested or whatever. It tells you everything.
Yeah, and Chris Rock's right hand man, his name's Dr. Senator. And he's like, "Wait, somebody was like, you're a doctor?" He's like, "No, that's my name, Dr. Senator."
It was great. It's good. There's a lot of good shows. There's another one I showed you the other day. I sent you out the other day. I think what the fuck was it called? Monsterland. Yo, it's okay. I'll make it 2 and 7.
You're 1 and 7 in your battles, bro.
Actually, it's gonna be 2 and 7 next week, then it's gonna be, and then there's gonna be an asterisk beside that the second one because it's gonna be tag team. Okay, and then I'm coming for your ass, Max.
Ingrates, fucking Farhan.
Hey, Farhan, you gotta get on. You gotta battle too, man. You need a battle, and you need to win.
This fucking Farhan. He messaged me at past midnight last night on Facebook asking for a shirt and a mask. So this guy's fucking hounding me.
They're gonna go nuts at the brass, man. They're gonna start calling us live from the brass rail, bro. The girls, we're gonna get them in the champagne room, right? And we're gonna get them calling in live to the late night chat on Monday nights, live from the brass rail. Not you, because they're gonna ask you, where'd you get that? We'll get you a mask too for there. That's actually what you need. If you're going to go to the brass rail when it reopens, I'll get you a mask for your lap dances, okay?
So Fargo season 4, check it out, guys. It's really great so far. Chris Rock is great on it. It's a great story. Interesting, different than every other season like usual. Great cast, though. Who else is on? Buddy just showed up at the end of the last episode. I forgot the actor's name. He's really good. You got to pull up.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, pull up the IMDb here.
But yeah, no, they it was crazy, Dr. Senator.
Yeah.
No, that's his name.
No.
Here we go. Let's see what the fucking cast is. Go on.
Lewis loves quoting me. Look at these ingrates, Nico T.
Fuck you.
I know. We should copy Brews with the Crew. Lately, they've been putting on little quotes from their episodes, because they're so memorable. The ones from there. No, actually, I like the quote that they put up. They're gonna probably make me look like a jackass when they put up a quote from my appearance.
That should be the one right there.
Look at these ingrates. That's what I should put up as mine.
Hey, where the fuck is this cast here, man?
They're gonna make me say something like horrible.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna be like, I'm an asshole, Nico.
I'm an asshole, Nico. Fucking
yeah, exactly. The most racist quote
ever.
I know this guy's gonna take some off the air banter that we had and just throw it on the show.
Who's that?
Got many, yes.
See,
that just brings people on. You know how they say never leave anybody a message because you're gonna end up on their mixtape nowadays? Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah.
That's how Nazeem he captures audio from people by bringing them on the show. He's just creating a whole folder of things that he's going to basically
bring to the thing, right?
Yeah, smear campaign against late night chat. Watch.
Happy out there. I'm just going off, man. You got to watch. There's this new show, Monsterland. I'm pretty sure that was what I sent you. Was it Monsterland?
I think so.
Yeah, Monsterland. Each episode is different too. That's just the best part.
I've never said that one. Okay, nice try.
That's a good one, man.
I'm
That's
not
actually
racist.
a good one.
I have black friends. Neeks 2020.
I'm
not that guy.
I have a color TV. Does that work? I'm that guy.
I like this one. I'm not racist. I live in the same city as a black dude. Very funny, guys.
Oh, here we go. Now, yeah. So check out another one, Monsterland. I'm telling you, Neeks. I'm thinking you guys would like it. It's every episode's a little different. They got pretty big name. I mean, known characters. Sorry, actors. What I was saying.
Monsterland. Where's that playing?
I think it's Hulu, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so you can find it online.
Yeah, I find it.
I'm aware how you find it. Yeah.
So I got the whole season
drama, fantasy, horror.
It actually is different. Every season, every episode is different.
Yeah, it's a Hulu original.
Yeah, it's based on just different little, whatever you want to call monsters. But I mean, they're talking from everything from pedophiles to like it's very interesting. It's not like when I'm saying it like that, I'm saying they're actually putting a story behind it. Like a Fargo story where they're actually using something that happened,
Yeah.
But they're actually making it kind of interesting, right? Like, for one episode, they had the guys, something was happening with a kid that was molested young, but he said he seen a monster, and the guy had black eyes, right? So the mother didn't remember, but she just wanted to block out what she heard, because she was a single mother, and yeah, she just wanted to block out really what she heard in her ear, what her son had whispered to her.
Yeah, I think that's Shudder you're talking about, Lewis, which I actually am going to talk about something that's a Shudder original here in a moment as well. Okay, so that's called Monsterland.
Yeah,
okay,
man,
maybe I'll check that out.
There's got to be about 12 episodes or 14 episodes or something like that. So
yeah, it's true. We're losing our viewership. Thanks a lot, guys, for outing me as a racist.
Eagle's not a racist, man. He's got a half breed over here sitting across from him.
How dare you? Just because I knew how to spot somebody who may have been Jewish. It's because I know his acting work, guys. Jeez,
with a name like Schwartz, really? Come on. Yeah. Does he really have to be any more fucking obvious?
So, yeah, no, what I was gonna say, so Shudder, there's a movie that's on Shudder that's a Shudder original, or you can find it online, I'm sure. And actually, if you sign up for Shudder, you get a free 30-day trial, actually, if you just want to try it. So I was thinking of even
doing that part on Prime.
Yeah, it's part of Amazon Prime. I might even be doing that this month. I was thinking of doing that. But there's an interesting movie on there called Host that I actually told JT to watch too. It. Really interesting because they've started doing over the last couple of years movies like this, guys. And at first I was kind of like hating on the idea because I didn't really want to commit to like watching movies like this, but you actually can get pretty creative by doing it this way. And if it's done well, you're able to pull it off it's a pretty good job. I think they did in this one. So it's called Host. It's only like an hour. I think it's only like an hour of the film. And basically it's like this. It's like we're all doing a show like in a room, like on a Zoom chat or StreamYard or something like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And it's a bunch of people during lockdown. It's actually the first movie I've seen where they've really kind of referenced the fact that COVID was a thing and that we're all in lockdown currently. And they were in quarantine, these people. I guess this was like the early days of COVID hitting. And they're all like a group of friends, like 6 of them. They're like, hey, let's all get together online. And the movie starts off. And it's one of those films for like the first 10, 15 minutes. You don't really know it's a horror film. Like it's just people chatting. They're all friends and blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, some other woman comes on the screen and they invited this lady on who starts doing like a seance with them. Yeah. So all the people are in there actually in their own homes starting to do like this seance with one another. Like they light a candle and they lose connection with this woman. JT is just laughing at the chat, just roasting me, right?
Roasting.
Joseph, you got Shudder? Yeah, do you pay for it or great service?
Pay for it, bro?
I'm
gonna have to show you.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know. Yeah, that's actually I'd be interested too, Joseph, how much that is. I think you can get a free 30-day. Is that how much it is? Is it worth it? Is it worth it, Joseph? Tell me, because I know there's a 30-day trial. I don't know. And I would like a horror channel that just is like a horror Netflix. That sounds good.
It's got everything. I mean, they do have a lot of horror movies and stuff. I went through it. There's a lot of stuff that you can find on there that you probably aren't gonna find, that you probably wouldn't find.
My name is spelled Niko.
He's okay. He's all right. Don't tell him, man.
Getting exposed worse than Mel Gibson.
We don't know who this Niko is. We have no idea who that
He must be talking about somebody else.
Oh, I have no idea. Why'd you not fucking spell your name, dumbass? He should have did like the Pulp Fiction thing.
They're turning on me.
She's back.
Yeah.
No. So you can find some good horror movies that have.
Okay.
Oh no, $5.99. I just looked it up. Come on, bro. Don't make me look bad. I just looked it up. Really. Yeah, so they
start doing a seance in this film though, and the woman that's leading the seance, the movie's called Host again for anybody interested in seeing it. Like I said, it's only like an hour. She basically, it does say $5.99. She gets dropped from the call, like I guess her internet connection or something. Who the hell knows? She mysteriously gets disconnected. Meanwhile, they've lit this candle and they've started the seance and they've started trying to talk to spirits and all this. I guess because she got dropped, the spirit remained like I don't know, there, like present with all the people that were connected. And I guess she connects through their stream and she ends up going and killing each person systematically in their own homes. It's a really cool flick. Like, again, it's all done on computer screens.
That wasn't her.
No, but she was the one that opened up
the gate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Open up the gate.
Whatever, man.
So if you guys are interested, it's not too scary, but it's done well.
Yeah,
and it's all done on computer screens like this, like in a Zoom call. So the whole film, you're just watching one screen with 6 different screens up for all these people that were involved, like in the seance, right? And on their Zoom call.
It was awesome.
It was pretty cool. It was done well, and I think it's really interesting. You guys should check it out. I had a lot of fun watching it. It
freaked me out a little bit. I mean, I was outside, right? So
yeah.
I was watching it. I was getting stomped in the car, so I was just sitting there.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, I gotta put it on. And then when some of the crazy shit started happening, it was like, fuck, you know what? What happens if the lights just turn off right here, right now? Boom, gone. Fuck, you know, that'd be freaky, man. And all of a sudden, you imagine we can do that. Fuck. We should have had that all planned, eh? No, sorry. Hey, we're not practicing good enough for live. Sorry, we could have did this if we were editing.
I saw that one before, Max. Yeah, it's the Bermuda Triangle movie, right? I think, isn't it, like, it's on a boat? I think I saw it it was on Netflix. I think once I saw it.
But no, there's quite a few horror movies out. I think it's because it's fucking Halloween coming up.
But check out Host, guys, if you're looking for an interesting.
It really is good.
It's like a found footage type horror, but instead it's all like done through webcam, like on a Zoom call.
Like a Blair Witch shit.
But very well done, I thought, for what it was. And it's only like an hour. It's not a huge investment. If you just want to kind of see something, get maybe creeped out a little bit, and kind of impressed, I think I felt with how the movie was put together and made, right?
Yeah.
And what else? What was the other one? Oh, I watched another one that's on Netflix. I think it just came on Netflix the other day. It's called Unfriended: The Dark Web. Have you seen this one?
Unfriended.
There's 2. There's an original one called Unfriended, which I've never seen, and it's not even on Netflix, the original one, but this one's called Unfriended: The Dark Web, which is exactly, again, the same type of idea. It's all done through a computer. Okay. So you're watching the movie and it's all done through somebody's computer screen. This guy apparently bought a new laptop, and then he finds all this stuff. He finds a folder because all like the data on the computer is basically almost full. It's called Untitled. So it's called, I think it's called Unfriended.
Dark Web, yeah.
Dark Web, yeah. But then I think it's called Untitled something. The Dark Web Untitled or something.
No, I didn't say that. I'm looking at it right now. No, it doesn't say Untitled.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, he actually just brought it up the same time I did. I actually just saw this comment right now, Max. Yeah, I actually just watched it the other day. So again,
y'all, what are you, hillbilly?
Jay, you would like this. So it's called the Dark Web because the guy, I'm not going to spoil it because it kind of goes off the rails.
I'm starting to see.
The guy finds a computer, and he finds a folder on the computer, and then it kind of goes off the rails from there. Just think of the Dark Web. Think of hackers. Think of all these crazy things that happen with them. It's a pretty crazy thriller type movie, and it's got some horror type stuff going on in it as well too.
It's fucked up. Hey, you know what? Right. Why don't you?
Enough of these jokes, guys. I don't like these type of jokes. You know, honestly,
a little bit too much now.
No. I'm all good for some jokes, but
I mean, these guys are
flat out calling me a racist while I'm not is not cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're gonna have you back on the show after Lewis.
Yeah,
the little Mexican in the room.
You know, these are. These are on the net, and I don't want the wrong idea going out there. Once or twice is fine, but if you're sitting here rallying against me, calling me a racist, and I'm just gonna fucking start calling you out on the show here. So if that's the case,
Unfriended. There you go.
Exactly. That's a good one. I'll leave it at that.
Okay, but hey, what's with this? He's clairvoyant.
Thanks for that.
You want to come in what's it called?
I haven't seen the first one, Max, but I'll check it out. Yeah, it's just called Unfriended. Yeah, the Dark Web one. Is it scary though? The first one, Max, like the Dark Web one?
I thought you just said you watched the Dark Web one. or you just watched?
No, the first one I haven't seen. The Dark Web one's the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I haven't watched. I don't know if I've watched any of them. I just looked.
Yeah, no, I know. We're all joking around here.
Yeah,
it's all good.
You're not in your group chat.
You guys continue in your group chat talking shit. I just won't put it on the screen then.
No, we're gonna get Max the clairvoyant over here. We're gonna get him over here to do the what's it called? The host thing. We'll get him to do it come Halloween. We'll have a seance. Hey, Max can be the fucking guy calling people over from the other side, or we'll get him sitting here fucking hypnotized. Like not, we'll get him hypnotized and we'll mess with him. But yeah. Anything else that you got a chance to watch or what, man? There's been so many things out there. I got to watch the last episode. I think it was the season finale, to be honest with you.
Of what?
Of The Walking Dead, like the series finale yesterday. I'm not sure if 100% was. I don't know if anybody out there still watches it. I know you don't, so I know you don't really give a fuck.
Walking Dead? No, I don't give a shit about Walking Dead anymore.
Even with all the characters in your room, but it's okay.
It's because I read the comic series. The comic series ended. It is it's the superior
of the two.
Yeah,
and you're right.
If you actually were able to read, you might enjoy it.
Well, I can look at pictures too. Come on, hey, but no, I honestly, I just liked the show because it was good. Because it was kind of your guys. It was your fault that you and Peter's fault that I got into that fucking Walking Dead because you guys used to talk about it so fucking much. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take a look, and then I ended up watching the whole fucking series, right? And you guys stopped watching it before me, right?
Yeah.
So
it just got shit to me. I thought it got really shitty.
I guess so, because you did read the comics and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Pete finished the comics and stuff like that too as well, but
he did, yeah.
But yeah, so I got to finish. I got to finish watching that. There's just a bunch of shit that's coming out, man. Everything's starting to get released again.
There you go. Nas is a fan of The Walking Dead. He likes it.
Yeah. So I think was that the last episode period yesterday? Like, was that it? Like,
well, this was supposed to be the last season.
I know,
right?
but I think that was the last episode. I think that was supposed to be before COVID hit. That was supposed to be the last episode. There was like a couple episodes left.
Oh, and the spinoffs.
Yeah,
J2.
Me too, man. I like Fear the Walking Dead. I'm waiting for that to start back up.
A lot of people started hating it. Yeah, Lewis. I mean, I'm one of them. I just felt it got to a certain point.
No, I know. I think it was more comic book people that actually did.
Not necessarily.
Maybe because it was dragging on, but it did go 10 seasons.
Yeah, one more season to go.
There is one more?
Oh, no, it was a huge hit. And I was a huge fan of the show. Don't get me wrong.
I thought there wasn't anymore.
Yeah, why don't you let Leslie know what happened? She wants to hear about it.
Okay, sorry, I won't.
What did you enjoy it though?
You know what? It was different. Yesterday's was pretty intense, but like I said, if there's a whole other season to come, then I'm wondering. That's kind of weird. I didn't know if there was going to be a whole other season. I thought this was going to be the last season, but it looks like Bruce says that there's one more season to go. But there's probably one more season to go of Fear of the Walking Dead. Oh, yeah. 11 will be the last. Okay.
So there you go.
So yeah, because there's still quite a few people left. I'm thinking like yesterday didn't do anything for those people. I think they were talking about more people dying. So
I just felt that it didn't have enough progression in the show. It was just like, honestly, like they spent way too much fucking time on that farm. It was just like one big bad guy after another.
But after that farm, everything changed, bro. I mean, that's where you gotta remember
that the farm. Well, there was definitely a lull during the farm one, but then when like his wife died and like he was running around hallucinating and he's Carl, and that whole fucking and there was some shitty actors on it and they ruined some characters for me. Yeah, it was just yeah. They tease what the next season's about in the finale. Okay.
Oh, so this was a tease yesterday, I guess. So because that yesterday was the finale, and then they had the the stupid talk.
I don't know. I just feel like a show that's dependent on like it's not so much about the zombies as it is about the people and the relationships on it.
One season, but I mean the farm was really one season, dude.
That's when it started to kind of not be good though, and then it got better for a little bit, and then like. I don't know. When did I fall off? I think I fell off before that season.
Carl died?
No, it was, I guess, the second season of the governor, not the governor, Negan. I fell off.
Oh, he's just different now. You gotta find. It's so weird, bro. Because he was a kick-ass in the beginning. He was hilarious, man. He was just awesome.
Not true. Go back and rewatch that. I agree with you at the time. A lot of people said it sucked, and and it was probably the worst out of all the seasons, but that's not the case. Just because they got away from all like the hood, like drug dealing gangster stuff, trust me, I thought that was a big departure too at the time, but that's not the case. That's I honestly, if you go back and watch it, the second season of The Wire does not suck. The last season of The Wire, I think, was the weakest because, like, unfortunately, the show just fell apart because they didn't have enough support or behind it, and they were going to get canceled, which is just fucked because it was such a great show. But I think like it was always on the verge of getting canceled or not getting renewed, and then I don't know how, like, they only had 6 episodes. Isn't that what McNulty fucking switched side? It was it's.
I never watched The Wire. Hey, that's the funny thing you guys talk
about. It's good. It's good.
You know, it's funny you guys mentioned it. Like, you mentioned it quite a bit.
There you go. Saying thank you, Max. Yeah, I agree. They all have good moments. Yeah, you got to check it out.
Yeah.
Overlord. I never heard of that one. Is that one a good one? What's that about, Joseph? Let us know.
I don't know. It's probably a comic one, eh? Who knows? No, if Nico didn't remember.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan as a character is good, yes, but like again, because it's like on AMC, they really can't do the character justice to swear up like a story. Like I know he swears a bit on AMC, but like not to the point where.
Yeah, well, it needed to be an HBO show. They could have done it a little different if it was an HBO show or something like Hulu.
Also, more love for Overlord. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
but you guys have been watching it.
Ooh, Zombies in World War II. That's
does sound
about. Okay. Okay, I can get behind
Zombies in World War II. Okay, so The Walking Dead came before The Walking Dead. Wow, look at that, Nico. You're gonna have to check that one out. But yeah, that gives me something to watch too, because honestly, I've been just going through everything, and there's so much crap out there right now. If you really want to sit down and find different things, I mean, there's movies on Netflix. There's all kinds of. You know what I like about Netflix? If you can get over, like I said, the whole fucking.
Yeah.
HBO's got crazy shows too.
Yeah,
that HBO shows are top notch. I've been watching Room 104
for sure. Zombie Nazis.
Zombie Nazis, eh? Yeah, I've been watching that's still that Room 104 TV show. That one that's like a half hour every episode, and it's always in that same hotel room.
Yeah.
But there's always a different storyline. I don't know why, but I really like those fucking TV shows where every episode there's a different storyline.
Yeah.
Like it's totally different.
Twilight Zone and this and that.
Twilight Zone ended, yeah.
The new season, you mean?
I don't know if there's going to be a new season of that one. I hope there is. I don't know if anybody here in the chat knows.
I don't think enough people watched it, to be honest with you.
You know what? I don't think they realized how good it was.
If you go back, I want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, if you go back and watch it, man, I'm telling you, it turned out to be really good. But I'd like to see it come back out. I'm more into that kind of reality sort of thing. I mean, there's some things I like that are fucking like Walking Dead and zombies and bullshit like that. But I mean. It's crazy because I'd like to see more reality shows, more not reality, but more stuff that's a real life based, right? You know, changing the names of the characters and people like that. But yeah, so
what an asshole.
What was that?
Rob's, I'm gonna finish watching football and how far behind Nico is this week.
I know. Why do you guys always pick on Nico with football picks, man? I should get him some help. I know some real guys that know how to. Good at picking
no. You misunderstand. I've actually been doing really good. This week I didn't do so hot.
I mean, last week my brother said we weren't doing so hot. This week Rob says you're not doing so hot. Was it last week he said that you weren't doing so hot, or the week before that? Maybe the week.
I've been doing good every week. So like
maybe he beat you or one.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. There's many people in the pool. This is what I'm trying to say. Like just because somebody gets a couple more picks than me one week, yeah, it doesn't mean I did shit. You
see, you just snapped on that.
Yeah,
I see that. See, Bruce is just going. No, but no. Aneeks is he likes to gamble. These guys like to gamble. I don't know what it is about their gambling. Their sports gambling, man. I'm still waiting for somebody.
The only gambling I like doing is in pools because it kind of makes me focus on the sport a little bit more. It gets me kind of involved. It gets me shit talking with friends. It's good. It's fun like that. Like pools, I like.
I just wasn't that big into.
I'm not a gambler. To say I'm a gambler, I don't like going to a casino and shit.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it comes to football and that kind of shit, right? Because that's still gambling, bro. Regardless of what you want to think.
Yeah,
right?
There you go. Like I'm in first for the year right now, so keep talking about how shit I am. People they gotta get their jokes off here today.
Well, at least you can win something. Not like the battle.
Oh, fuck off, Nazim. You're pissing me off now. I'm gonna kick him out of
the Hey, don't worry, I'll let you back in.
I'm gonna slap GT the second those cameras turn on.
Oh man. So yeah. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm waiting for somebody to come pick up the hockey pool.
I love the chat
Cup,
interaction in this, though. It's great.
I want somebody to come pick up that hockey pool. I'm waiting for Ange to come pick up that hockey pool. The Stanley Cup, man, the Lambeau. But nobody's come to pick it up. Still sitting there.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Bring it, Rob. It's going to be a long season. It's going to get harder from here. It's true. I'm down in the dumps this week for sure.
But isn't that Watchmen?
I have good things. I have heard good things about Lovecraft Country as well. That's apparently supposed to be very good.
The fuck is that?
It's a show. It's like, Lovecraftian horror type stuff.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So it's supposed to be really good. I have heard good things about it.
But yeah, what's this? The Watchmen is a movie, no? It's just a movie, no?
Oh, the Watchmen motion comics. Yeah. Yeah, they did when the Blu-ray came out or the DVD originally, that's when they tried to do their whole motion comics. It was a thing that died out. I thought it was a pretty interesting time. They were trying to do things on the computer prior to comics being online.
Mm-hmm.
If correct me if I'm mistaken, Joseph. And yeah, that's Watchmen. I think they did one around the same time of the film. You're right. And it was a cool experiment. I never really got into them myself. I wasn't, I think, back into comics when they became popular at that point. But yeah, before comics went digital, they tried to do something like motion comics to kind of keep it. It was like more interactive kind of moving picture scenes, essentially, with like comics, like panels. Like it essentially became what digital comics, I think, became. No, it's a little. I think it's a little bit different. The way, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually taken a look at that. I'd have to check it out, but that's kind of different, reading stuff like that and doing stuff like that, right? But
yeah, Watchmen's great. I agree. Yeah,
I mean, Watchmen. I want to watch it. It's a movie, no? It's an actual movie. It's not a TV series, is it? Or
it's
is it
both.
A TV series?
It's a movie. It's a TV series.
What's
and the
better?
book. The book's the best.
I mean, obviously,
I've heard the show is the best. Here's the problem. The movie is not great. Cinematic, like it looks cool, and the show takes place in the future of Watchmen. So you need to know Watchmen to understand the show. So you could possibly watch the movie and then go watch the show, but like the people said in the chat, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't read the book and then you watch the show. I don't know if you can watch the show without knowing the source material. Maybe someone here in the chat who has seen the show.
It's all right. If I don't get it, I'll have to ask you. I'll be texting you every fucking 10 minutes.
I'm just saying,
what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. I get what you're saying. Like
yeah.
You got to kind of watch all three, right? You got to kind of do all three before you watch anything, right? Like, for comics, what is that?
Oh, you ended up watching, yeah. You finally watched Into the Spider-Verse. How you loved it, right? Yeah, the soundtrack was great. The movie is great too. Come on, the animation in that, Lewis, give it up, man. I love that year that Spider-Verse movie came out. It was fantastic. I've heard about Zack Snyder's director's cut of Watchmen being better than the actual film, but I don't know if that's the case or not. I heard it's a better cut than the actual film, and so it's possible. I didn't hate Watchmen the movie. I just don't think it was great. It was good. No, it was okay. I take it back. It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Nico's got,
I don't have the disdain for it. A lot of people do just because I'm a fan of the comic, though.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing too. When you're a fan of the comic, like
you
tend to like the comic more than anything else. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And or the book. Like if you tend to have read it or whatever, I noticed that you tend to like that more than the show, more than the actual.
There you go. Some love for the movie.
More than you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jeffrey Dean Morgan again. He played the comedian in the Watchmen movie.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta check one of them out. I mean, I don't know. Like
he was good.
Really fucking.
I'll say that I liked him as the comedian. He was really good as that character in that movie.
But I don't think you were the only one that said that to me. I think my old man said that to me at one point, that you have to kind of know the comic before you got to know the material, or you got to know the kind of story behind it before.
Yeah, you got to know. Yeah, you need to know the material before you watch it, I think.
Right.
Anyways.
No, so they I don't know what.
Oh, we know what you loved about him. We know what you loved about Dr. Manhattan, Lewis.
Yeah. Who's that?
His blue floppy penis hanging out the whole film.
Who's that?
We actually talked about that a little bit on Brews with the Crew. Maybe that will be on the unedited version.
You guys are talking about blue penises? All right, man.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan, he goes, he's naked.
Is that what brought in that blue song into your whole fucking 90s play?
Nice. Tried to make a nice connection there though. Okay.
Could have.
So you got a way back playback for this week. I think we did enough here today.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I was gonna do for a way back playback.
Went off the rails for a bit there. Said, I got ousted.
Nico started going fucking off, man.
Next episode, I might have to cut my
comics and stuff. And...
I have to cut my 110 episodes on the show here short, and I might be canceled by next week now after this one.
Yeah, could you imagine that, eh? Oh fuck! I'm what the fuck. Let's see. You keep it interested until I figure out what's my way back playback right now. Yeah, but so I haven't really. It's been a while since I've been fucking listening to music, so I'm trying to think of something off the top of my fucking head, but it doesn't work. The top of my head is really up there. If you guys haven't noticed, but yeah. So
once again, guys, this Friday. We have no special shows the rest of this week. If you missed out certain parts of this episode, our episode will be up on Thursday as usual, along with our podcast. If you guys have podcast apps like Spotify or iTunes, then definitely check out, subscribe to our podcast for the audio versions of these shows. Plus all of our shows, we have a whole library of episodes. We only started doing the YouTube, I think, like 30 episodes in. So we got a bunch of older shows of ours that are on there and some really great stuff on there. So please subscribe and follow us on iTunes and Spotify if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up today. There's a lot of people here today. We really appreciate it. It makes people helps them better see our video located in some sort of algorithm on YouTube, I'm guessing. I don't really know how it works, but it helps apparently. And yeah, let people know, spread the word of Late Night Chat Network. We enjoy chopping it up here in the chat with you guys every Monday live. It's a lot of fun. And no, I'm not salty. I'm having a good time. I'm just fucking around with you, but it's been fun. So
it's always fun.
What's that?
You forgot to put that song on your battle, and that is the one that I like.
That's not a one-hit wonder, though. That's
no,
Biggie.
I'm not doing a one-hit wonder. I'm not talking about your Biggie.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple songs.
That's the same beat of the song that we just played last week. Yeah. I think that's the beat from that's how you're playing it. Yeah.
That's that. But you know what, dude? And I heard it this weekend, and I was like, "This wasn't on the fucking battle, man."
Hey, no worries, Angie.
The battle when I was talking
Thanks
about
for
it with
tuning in.
a couple buddies. Thanks, Angie. I was wondering about the battle, right? Why you didn't play? There's a few songs, man. I'm thinking that this guy on his thing, you could have played differently, right? I was talking with Big Baller, that like the guys I talked
about the Biggie songs,
yeah, right, because they listened to the battle too that day, right?
About to give it a bigger ring around your eye after the cameras turn off. Very good.
Why? What did I do, bro? The fuck? But yeah, I'm just sitting here, man, being nice.
See, that's all good, guys. And then they ask me why I'm leaving the show. This is why, bro.
You guys make fun of them, and then you guys you guys are like pushing them to jump.
I will call the name of this episode. No, I'm not salty.
They're pushing me to jump. They're pushing you to jump, bro.
That's okay. It's all right. Like, when I'm gone.
This is a time of COVID. This is a time of mental health, man. I mean, you can push them to jump off a fucking bridge by calling them out like that, man. I'm gonna talk them down after. All right, guys. But yeah, no. Everybody, they all got love for you, bro. You can see it in there, Neeks. I mean, these guys.
Oh, fuck off! I'm just joking around, man.
These guys all have love.
No, I know.
You know that. They we'll see what we have to. I want to listen to that fucking Bruise with the Cruise episode with you, dude. That's what I want to hear. I'm dying to see that, man. I'm sorry, guys.
It's not that good.
He stopped putting his comments up. Yeah. I'll have to give you some pointers after, okay?
You can check it out if you want. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal, but don't be promoting them like that. You gotta give him a shout out. Give him another shot. Facts, Max. He didn't put. He kept putting them up.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking around, man.
Ted Nassau's like, you guys are dicks.
I'm glad that's how you think of yourselves, though, for sure.
And no wonder he thinks everybody's here for me. I'm not doing anything. You guys are picking on this fucking guy. Leave him alone. All right, guys. I'm trying to get him to stay. He's gonna put 23
What song
more
is it? The Biggie one, right?
What? Yeah, the Method Man one.
All right.
That's the one I was wondering why you didn't play that week. I was going, why the fuck didn't you play that, man? Because I'm pretty sure you could have. There's some of these songs that are on there that I listened to this weekend that you could have probably put that you probably would have beat him. You would have thrown him off.
Well, there's only 13 songs they could play,
But
right?
they're all songs people know, man.
Yeah,
that's the problem, right?
Yeah, all of them were, right? I mean, all the Biggie songs they played were. So like that's.
I mean, those two albums really. I mean, everybody knew everything. So, I mean, you could have. I don't know if I don't know if you would have played them differently. Maybe I was thinking a little different.
Right.
I don't know if that Bone Thugs one was a good one to play and that kind of stuff from back then.
I won that round.
That one, yeah, because he didn't have a good comeback.
He has a lot of songs. You're gonna criticize my battle now? All right, that's enough, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Fuck off. There's Mr. Salty there now, guys.
I used to get feels on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain. Prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold. And what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless. Guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the
Always great.
I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grit. It's the Mood Killer Death Trap. Yes, I'm a jet black.